Last Night in Soho was released in 2021 and directed by Edgar Wright, starring Thomasin McKenzie as Eloise, Anya Taylor-Joy as Sandy, and Matt Smith as Jack. This film's mesmerizing ability to captivate the changes of a small-town girl to the mystery of London's vibrant city streets, overall a psychological thriller that does an extraordinary job blending elements of mystery, horror, and drama together with the use of lighting, sound, and visuals. We are first introduced to Eloise, or Ellie, who is an aspiring fashion designer from the small town of Cornwall who got accepted into her dream art institution in London, Soho. Early on, we are greeted with a foreshadowing of her schizophrenia when her grandmother initially worries about her going off to a city alone without someone to watch over her. Ellie's schizophrenia gives her the ability to essentially travel back in time, which creates a mysterious connection to the past. This is where Eloise is non-directly introduced to Sandy, who is an aspiring singer with an alluring energy that is gained of her short success that quickly leads to a tragic downfall. Eloise idolizes Sandy's external glamour appeal, while we, the audience, get to see Anya's choices in portraying the complexity of the character's vulnerability. However, Eloise quickly gets entangled into the web of lies, illusions, and supernatural entities that make her feel uneasy. The narrative overall has a sense of tension and a compelling nature that keeps the audience on their toes and unaware of what the ending could be. The director, Edgar Wright, also wanted to bring his natural affection for the 60s to life, but had a contradicting thought that an obsession with nostalgia of the past could mean that you were wanting to hide from the present. That being said, this film dives deep into the dangers of nostalgia and the illusions of escapism, emphasizing how the past may be glorified now through memory, but can also hold secrets within. Wright did this by creating an immersive atmosphere that engages with the senses, emphasizing lighting, sound, and visuals to draw the audience members into a narrative being portrayed. Firstly, lighting was used to create the mood of a scene and also used to separate the present day to the past that we're being transported to. Wright tends to use natural or brighter lighting in the present day to convey familiarity to the scene. When Ellie is having an episode, lighting becomes more ominous and sinister. By creating contrast between both light and dark, it separates the two worlds we see from Eloise's glorification of the past to the present she has to confront. Secondly, sound was also used for atmospheric intentions. The soundtrack blends actual 1960 songs along with songs made for the movie. There was a blend of use both non-diegetic and diegetic sounds. Songs with the retro feel but eerie underlying effects transitioned over to the unsettling feeling in the scene, and with sounds of footprints or echoes of voices in the background overall contribute to the disturbing truth of what's to come. I especially want to highlight Anya Taylor-Joy's covers of the songs Downtown and You're My World. These songs themselves can be seen as foreshadow and were beautifully sung. Lastly, visually, this movie is mesmerizing and is full of striking cinematography that conveys the film's motives. The vibrant colors, striking sharp shadows, exploration of light and dark, creating a contrast of what is illusion and what is reality. This film also uses mirrors and reflections, doppelgangers, with assistance of camera angles and specific framing to create a seamless transition between past and present without relying solely on digital effects. In conclusion, this film perfectly balances stylish visuals with captivating song and performances from the actors, and the overall execution to create an immersive world that is eerily haunting but beautifully captivating. The audience is not only transported in time, but to a world that on the outside is idolized, but underneath is full of dark truths and dangers. Overall, leaving the audience in admiration for Eloise's character growth, this movie ends the suspense that we are slowly being fed through the film and the thought-provoking sense of lingering nostalgia.